even if I touch a meal. And do it through the pain, I don't need the pain. And life gon' get me down, but it won't break my will. Cause I've been chasing this so long, I can't give up. I won't give in, been through too much. I done prayed for the money, I done prayed for the fame. I done prayed that I will make a sacrifice and play this game. I done prayed that my life would never be the same. I done prayed that I will make it bring glory to my name.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we get started, this podcast is brought to you by Final Form Supplements. Final Form Supplements is a supplement brand with honesty labeling. So the labeling in supplements is Wild Wild West. Sometimes labels aren't honest. They have things in there that's on in there. We don't have to worry about that with Final Form Supplements. We got everything you need from protein powder, creatine, skin care, soap for your skin, handcrafted soap, and we have all kinds of things. Go to finalformsubs.com, that's SUPPS, finalformsubs.com, use promo code COACHSTRIB, all caps, no space, get 10% off your order, and make sure you like, comment, subscribe on whichever video you're watching here at Ivy Talks Podcast Network, and enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Uncle Strib. Today I'm here with special guest. Yeah, those of y'all that know, Paul is back for another one, and we have a new face to the podcast here at Ivy Talks Podcast Network, Faith. So before we get too started, Faith, I want you to go ahead, kick us off with like a little intro. Tell the people about yourself and
my name's Faith. I came to San Antonio for school. I've been in San Antonio for like about 2 years now. I'm originally from Houston, Texas, H-Town. I started working at Shoe Palace like 2023, like last year. Yeah, it's been a whole year. Started working at Shoe Palace, and then I've been under Paul. I was under Finis for a little bit, and then he trained me, and now I'm an assistant manager over there at Shoe Palace. Pretty much.
Why Shoe Palace?
Why Shoe Palace? Truthfully, I've always wanted to work at Shoe Palace. I've been shopping there since I was like in high school, but I never had retail experience, which sucks because that's what you need. But I did work at Shoe Carnival for a little bit, so that helped me get a shoe in for Shoe Palace. Shoe Palace specifically, I mean, I just love like their shoes, their clothes. Their clothes are like top tier. It's a hit or miss really, but their shoes, of course, they always got the retros. Every now and then they got the 4s. I'm a big fan of the 4s, so working under Shoe Palace has been pretty great. It taught me a lot, shoe-wise and clothes-wise, because clothes I wasn't really that good at. Shoes, I had a couple knowledge of it since I did grow up wearing some Jordans, on and off. But Shoe Palace, yeah, it's pretty dope. I like working there.
And so for today, we're actually, like the main topic today, or the focus for today, is pretty much like shoe culture and the shoe hype. Before we get deep into that, we want to go over, so those of y'all that don't know, me and Paul met at Shoe Palace when I started working there, and so we're both, into shoe culture. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to work there, because, my love for the shoe culture is very narrow. Those of y'all that follow the Shoe Game YouTube, I only have 1s, I have a couple 4s, that's pretty much it. It's all 1s, mids, retros, but I love shoes. Even though shoes that I wouldn't wear myself, I can appreciate the art of shoes and things like that. So, give us like a little update first of all, give us an update in life, because you have a lot that has changed since the last time you've
about 2 years.
Yeah, and just kind of how we're seeing a shift in the shoe culture just from how the store is doing.
Yeah. So real quick, I think that we forgot to actually see the what's on feet today, right?
Oh yeah, what's on the feet? That's right. We do this shit. What's on feet? Okay, Faith, you go first.
Mine's a little mid, some New Balances.
You know what's crazy?
Those are 530s, right?
202s.
The 202s.
Yeah.
And for the ones actually watching, they probably say it's probably not mid, because later on we were talking about how like the game has changed, because now that's hype now.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It's New Balance.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess I'll go. So I got on the Gator. I got on the Gatorade ones. You know what I'm saying?
Laces on that.
The Gatorades. So y'all can't tell, but like this is Gatorade right here at the bottom when they're clean. I have the set. So there's like Violet Rush, Blue Lagoon.
You don't know like the actual names of it.
Yeah, the Blue Lagoon. There's I forgot what the yellow ones are called. I think they're like Yellow Flash, something like that. And then there's the orange. So I have the set to the Gatorades. So that's what I had for work today. And you know, those of y'all that watch Shoe Game, we gotta alternate the laces if they come with alternate laces. The alternate lace goes on the right shoe. The lace that comes with the shoe goes on the left. What we got, Paul? What we got?
I got some silver toes. These are actually
You have to raise your foot.
Oh,
'Cause I don't know if they
silver toes. These are actually a woman's exclusive. Back in 2021, I believe. They're starting to get a little beat now, but yeah, I had these for a minute. But I ain't gonna lie to you, and since these are actually a women's, it's actually a velvet interior, so they're actually a lot more comfortable. I don't know if you know that. So it's a lot more comfort in that. But now going back to a little update for me, I think since the last time I was here, I was getting ready to get married, which I already got married already, and I had one kid. Now I'm at 3 kids. And yeah, man, it's been going great. You know, less sleep, I guess you could say now.
I can
you know,
imagine.
less sleep. But I love it. You know, I love making memories. Every single day is always a new day. And it's getting better with me going to my second home, which is Shoe Palace. You know, like y'all in my family at home. I mean, at Shoe Palace. So having y'all I get away from my actual family to my work family, it's obviously, so it feels like home. You know, I feel like when you became my AM, we were about to hit a little over 2 mil, right? 2.1.
Like that first year, like that half year is only half. Yeah, half.
Yeah, I think we were just about to hit 2 mil, and then this past year we're already at 2.5 mil. So we gained 400,000 in a year. You know, and I feel like that's obviously a big kudos to y'all, of course. You know, without y'all's work, it would not be where it is today. And the shoe culture, you know, I guess that goes back to what our main topic is today, right? Is the shoe game is it dead? Is the hype over with like the Jordan area? Like what is it? Like you think, you know, because obviously like when we were, I think like when you first started, it was like what, 2021 to 2022?
21, late 21.
What was it about? Was it mostly Jordans? Was it mostly Yeezys?
Well, at the store?
Yeah.
I mean, at the store, it was rough. Like, we didn't have any forces. So, like, all white Air Force we'd get, like, seasonally. We barely get. So, it'd be, like, the court visions. Different court visions on the wall. We had tons of 270s. The Air Max LTDs. So, at least for our store, I feel like it was hard. Like, I feel like I can't tell whether the demand was so high that they had to select what stores get them, or if it was that the hype was just on something else, so they didn't produce them. So it's hard to tell, but compared to like the walls we have now, it was completely different.
Everything's on sale now. We have Jordans on sale, which was never like that back then, until now.
Rare.
I remember when like we didn't even really have the New Balances, you know, like we didn't have any at all. We had
product placement, if they can see this.
A sponsorship?
That's Final Form Subs right there, bro. FinalFormSubs.com.
So I feel like now, you know, even though that, I feel like for me, I'm straight, bro.
That's the last one.
Jesus, that's I don't want to be like Lance dying.
I'll use it in the morning when I get to the office.
With it now, you know, it's a weird time. You know, I feel like we're going back to how it was back. I don't know if y'all were into shoes like that back in like 2014, 2015 time.
That's like right when I started. Yeah. That's when I got like curious to like the culture. Was 2014.
So I feel like we're back to that. We're back to everything sitting. You know, because I feel like to me, and I think I was talking with you and Brian about it, is that I think it was Brian, where they're pushing out so many shoes every single month. You know, like it's 4 every month now, like once every week, like every weekend it's a shoe. Where back then, it was back in 2015, it was a number year. So like for example, like it's a number month. So like in April it was 4s and May it was 5s, so on and so forth. And Now I feel like they're just having fun with it. Literally, like, let's have ones,
There's
fours,
like a
threes.
one every month,
Yeah.
whether it's a
Yeah.
mid or a retro.
And do you think because of that, like ones are getting, I guess not boring. It's just basic now.
Yeah,
What do you think,
100%.
Sam?
They're very, 100%. They're very much basic because a lot of people are asking for fours. Specifically, it's always about fours now. 4s, 11s, and I think 5s. Like that's the one thing. 3 shoes, like a lot of people will ask about because 1s they just sit. No matter if it's a retro or not, they're just gonna sit. I don't know if it's because of the colorways. They're coming out very basic. Like they don't really catch the eye as much. But 100% 1s are always going to sit now. Like, I think that's so crazy to me because when 1s drop, they would sell out like that. Everybody would want that specific pair.
So when you were at a shoe carnival, right? I know obviously it's a different atmosphere from walking into a Foot Locker, Shoe Palace, JD, or at that time a Finish Line or whatever.
Right.
Would that consumer like go into that store asking y'all, hey, like is there any like Jordans in here or like Dunks?
Yeah, 100%. And what sucked is that we had Jordans, but it wasn't the hype Jordans that people were looking
like
for.
the flights and all that.
Yeah, it was like flights
okay.
and maybe a couple 6-ring, 2 trays, but never like 1s, never any. Because when you go to a shoe carnival, you expect to see like hyped shoes, but when you walk in there, it's literally like nothing but like running shoes.
Do y'all get them straight from like Nike and Jordan, or are they from other stores?
No, we get it straight from Nike.
Okay.
and Jordan.
So on the actual label, it'll say like the Nike factory. I know there's one like in Lubbock and Oregon and all that stuff too as well. But
Yeah, it would say the Nike factory, but it would be like Court Visions. It would be like just 90s. Like
They have adult shoes in Shoe Carnival, or is it for kids?
No, they have adult shoes too. Like we had a mixture of
I used to
Reeboks.
shop there. I used to actually shop there.
I think we had some polos. Like I think we stocked up on polos.
When you were there, what was y'all's like best seller? What was the shoe that y'all sold?
That sold the most, off the top of my head, it had to be these Nikes. Around the times when did the React stop? Cause I bought my shoes.
I have no idea.
At 270 Reacts?
Yeah.
Those had stopped. I think COVID
COVID time?
or post-COVID.
Yeah, because I was working there around post-COVID time. So we had some Reacts in, and those were selling like that. Because I remember I bought a pair of Reacts from there.
You know what I've noticed though with the trend with 1s is I feel like, so those that don't know, the Jordan 1s was the first Jordan shoe. The Jordan 1 Air Jordan was the Jordan 1s, right? And what I've noticed is I feel like the reason why they sit is when they do flood the market. And they don't sell as fast as like the 4s or the 11s. But if you notice, they might sit, but they do sell.
Yeah.
I feel like Jordan or Jordan, Nike, whoever, Nike makes Jordans, for you guys that don't know. I feel like they know that, we're going to make this one. It might not give us the immediate return like a 4 would, but they know after, like, if we get a one that sits, even after a month, we might have one left just because it's the size that somebody hasn't came in for. But they will leave the shelf at some point. Remember when they were sending us those mids you told me not to do a shoe review on? Those red and black ones, like reverse bread or alternate bread?
It has one like the number one.
It's the most successful video I've done on my YouTube. But like, remember, we were getting a shipment of those every week, and we had so many of them. We were
what was like the style? It's 060?
I actually don't remember.
141. It was something.
It was something like that. But like,
I was tired of it. I was tired of seeing them.
They were the basic mids, but they were like the basic red and black. And we got so many of them, but we were selling the shit out of them. Yeah, they were on the shelves for a hot minute, but now try getting them now. Try getting them now.
Yeah.
Hard. So I think there's like a delay with 1s because people know, if I don't get this, I know that there's another one I can get later. Well, if I pass on this, I know there's something coming out next week or next month. Versus the 4s, it'd be like the 4s that came out yesterday. Those gray, what are they called? Paris Olympics.
Yeah.
What's the last 4 we had?
The was it the military blues?
Oh, yeah.
And how long ago was that?
2 months.
2 months ago.
Yeah.
So like, if you skip out on a 4, you might have to wait 2-3 months for the next one to
You
come
see
out.
it, but the thing is, like, it's just how like you were saying, it's every few months.
But
1s, it's like,
but they still. So I think the ones that they push out like that, cause it's the classic shoe. So they know it's gonna sell over time, but they're gonna flood the market with it
Yeah.
as it's like I feel like it's two different business models. You have shoes that you're gonna put out, flood the market, but you know are still gonna sell. They might take 2 months to fully sell out, but they're gonna sell. And then you have the high demand market where you got the 4s or the 11s where you might only have 3 or 4 a year, and they sell right now. So they got two business models of, okay, we're gonna drop 4 4s. So if you don't get those, you're shit out of luck, but you still can go get 1s decently if you're trying to get some 1s.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like they're trying, I feel like they're trying to find a way, because you know there's supply and demand. High supply, usually there's low demand. Low demand, there's high supply. They're trying to get the best of both worlds where they have a shoe that's sought after, that's high supply, still making money, and then they have shoes that are going to be low supply with that high demand, so they're still getting the best of both worlds. At least that's the trend I've noticed.
Yeah.
Because like those black and gold ones that we have that I like
Those
really fuck with,
Yeah.
And
they're on the shelves.
We actually got those in highs. I don't know if you saw it.
Retros, no, I didn't. But we got those. They're sitting on shelves. They're sitting on shelves. We're selling them though.
Yeah. Like the
We're selling.
shadows. The shadows, those are selling. Like they were
Yeah,
sitting, but they're selling.
we got a shit to them, but yeah, they're selling.
And you see is that I feel like they need to slow down on the Jordan 1 highs, because I don't know if y'all noticed as well too. I've been doing it now. I'm waiting for them to go on sale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they need to slow down that, because the price points is, to be honest, is too high. It's 180.
For a retro,
Yeah, a Jordan 1 high, right? And they're going on sale to $100, 120. A Jordan 1 mid is 135 now.
well,
125.
special edition.
Yeah.
There's some that's still 125.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
it's like
125.
it's like again how like you were saying like but the margins are going down. Like they're not making that much money off the Jordan 1 highs anymore as they used to, because they're selling us so many, or there's so many in the market where it's like, you know, it don't make them special anymore. You know what
I
I mean?
agree. What I think they should do is do what they do with the 4s, with the
Yes.
retro ones,
Yes.
but with the mids, flood the fucking
Yeah,
market.
no, exactly.
Flood the market.
That price
Flood
point
the market
Yeah.
with the
is cheap.
mids.
It's affordable.
Flood,
You know?
flood the market.
Like-
Yeah, because like, hey, look, people give me shit because I rock mids.
Yeah.
Yo, I got retros on now. My play is literally, it's almost 50-50
Yeah.
mids, retros. I am a Jordan 1 mid connoisseur. I don't care what nobody talking about. They're more affordable. They look, some of them, they're getting fancy with them. Some of them have the tumble leather.
If you see like the
Yeah.
Jordan 1 high, that gold metallic, I don't know what it's called nowadays. It's stupid. But they literally look the exact same.
That's what I'm telling you. The
Exactly.
mids, look, if you don't buy mids because you're scared of what people are gonna say, fuck all that. I'm telling you, the mids are where they're at, bro. And then, like you said, they're also, the reason why I like mids is they're not that crazy to get or to find. With like back in the day with the ones, bro, if you weren't waiting in line or if you weren't doing raffles, you weren't gonna get them. With mids, I can go into a store in 2 weeks. I can go in and pretty much get a mid, and then I'm like Pokemon, catch them all. So like I don't really care about the colorway because I'm trying to have I'm trying to hit all aspects.
Yeah.
Like at this point, I have every color. I finally got my brown, and I've had my orange. There was another
Greens,
color I was missing.
pinks,
I know I was missing brown, but I got brown with the mochas,
okay.
the retro
I remember
mochas.
Yeah.
So my color palette, I got everything. Now I'm just free balling it with colorway wise. There's only been one mid I've seen that I don't like, and that's the La Familias. I didn't like those. Outside of that, if I could, I'd have every mid that has come through that store. And retro, but I'm just saying mids as well. I'm sorry. I had to let people know. Y'all gotta give them these mids,
Plug
bro.
and play.
Yeah, man. It's because I just don't know, like, if it frustrates me how these kids nowadays are just like, you know.
Hypebeast.
Yes, man. Like
Hypebeast.
dunks were never like.
Can
were
you
never-
I
can you
don't get
explain
that,
can you explain what hype beast means to people that might not know what that means?
So hype beast means like you have to have the newest thing out, like completely. Like it's so overhyped it makes no sense to me. If you don't have a pair of Yeezys in your closet, you're not considered a hype beast. Like if you don't have the newest Bape pack, you're not considered a hype beast. If you don't have the Jordan 4s, and you know what's crazy is we have a coworker. He swear he's a hype beast. He buys all essentials.
I was making sure.
You know, he swears
I
he's
want
the
to throw it out.
hype beast. He got the Essentials hoodie.
He was talking about, did he get it?
Yeah, he got it.
He's talking about losing
And he-
$60, $80 for the hoodie?
Yeah,
Like,
he
bro.
dropped $60, $80 on a hoodie.
But you see,
I could never do that. Like,
I know. Okay, as I'm probably one of like the few dads that don't have it. I don't have a TikTok, right?
Right.
Now, like y'all have TikTok, obviously, right?
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
they're not going to throw in the button.
it's for marketing
Marketing purposes only. Only to post clips of the pod.
But I do, yeah.
It's just like every time, and I'm pretty sure like y'all have the exact same experience. Like the kids have a screenshot on TikTok.
Oh, and they
of the
come
shoe.
in. Can I get,
Yeah.
y'all have this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
these is like, you know, it's just it was never like that before. It wasn't because that why? Well, I guess it was never like that, but that it has to be a trendy to be cool.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what a hype piece considered is, just to keep up with like the
new trends.
what's fab, what's trending, what's this,
Right.
what's that. If you don't have it, then I'm not cool.
Now let's get into
It shouldn't be like that.
let's get to the weeds of hype beast. Because to me, hype beast is a negative term.
100%.
Now
Okay.
here's why. When you're a hype beast, like here's an example of somebody's hype beast. They'll come in, they really like a shoe, and they'll ask, do people buy these? Like, do people wear them? Or like,
Yeah.
is this popular? It doesn't matter. If you like the shoe, buy the shoe. Don't worry about like don't worry about like if everybody has these or if it's like the hot thing to wear. If you like the shoe, wear the shoe. So what I hate about hype beasts is whether they like the shoe or not, they want the shoe because everybody's wearing them. They're like trying to fit in. And you know, I guess I've just been the type that's I've never really fit in anywhere, you know, since a kid. So I don't give a shit. That's why, you know, people give a shit about the mids, which it's all funny games. I get it, but like I love mids. So you can talk all the shit you want. You're not gonna stop me from buying a mid.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I've been trying.
I'm gonna defend mids. I'm gonna defend the mids to the day I die. Like I just love them.
But I think it's also, I like what the shoe game is doing now though with these spazikes, is that I literally had 2 kids yesterday. We saw you had the Jordan 4s, the black
Yeah.
cats.
You know,
So
That's true.
real quick contextually, the Spizike 4s, or I'm saying them wrong. It's Spizike or Spizak?
Spazike.
I say
so
Spizak.
it's Spike
But
Lee shoe.
Right, so they're the Spizike 4s. The Spizike shoes, so what they're doing is these non-retro, they're still Jordans, they're not fake Jordans, but they're not retros. And what they're doing, they're trying to make these non-retro Jordans look very similar to retro Jordans, but they're a fraction of the cost. So we call them the Spizak 4s because they look like Jordan 4s, but they're not. And so yeah, that's kind of what they're trying to do. And but that confuses people because people come in like, yeah, oh, they got the Black Cat 4s, which if you guys don't understand, the Black Cat 4s are like thousands of
That's
dollars.
what I said. I call those the uniform 4s.
Yeah, like they're not 4s,
black.
but they look at quick glance. I'm not gonna fake it. It got me when we first got them in.
Yeah,
At
quick
quick glance, I was
glance.
like, we got 4. I was like, oh, those aren't 4s. But at quick glance, they look like 4s.
I don't like them, man. That's like the all like because growing up, you know the all black suede 4 to me, I never liked it in the first place.
Like the canvas.
Yeah,
Black
no,
canvas?
well, just like this, like the all suede. I didn't like it because
Oh,
one,
like just
it
that
got
style.
dusty.
The
It
style,
just,
yeah.
it just looks musty.
They're
You know
hard
what I'm
as
saying?
shit to keep
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
to keep
it's just no. But you know, all of a sudden, like when all these rappers and all these other people started wearing them, they went from being a $300 shoe to a $1,000 shoe, and like the ones that have been like in the game for a minute, like you see that you're like, these were sitting on shelves.
Right.
And now they're hard to get, and then now these kids nowadays they like the specific loaves those because they look like it. It's just like,
Which is, it's soon, like, that's what I'm saying, it's soon gonna be a popular shoe to the point where people are gonna keep asking for that shoe. Because, like, now people are actually looking for the spazikes, which is crazy.
We
'cause,
sold
like,
a
we
good
sold
amount
a good
today.
amount.
yeah.
Now, what's your favorite shoe?
My favorite shoe.
Top 3.
Top 3 favorite shoes, like
You-
the
you-
specific kind or like just brand wise.
Let's just do the like silhouette.
Okay.
So it don't be like a specific one,
Right.
like a Jordan one, but just the
Right,
silhouette.
the silhouette.
And it
Alright.
doesn't have to be
My
Jordan.
favorite shoe, I don't have it, but I want it again so bad. The Jordan 5s, the Valentines, I had those when I was a kid when they first dropped. It's like a red and pink, so beautiful. I love that shoe. The second one, I've been easing my way into like Nike every now and then, but I will say my like custom beaters, like, or just go-to style for retro style, Nike Gamma Forces. Like, I love my Gamma.
Okay,
I know
yeah,
you
yeah,
wear
yeah.
those shits all the
My
time.
Gamma Forces are top tier for me. And then my third, that I don't really wear as often as I used to is my Dunks. You know, I just like that color variety. That's why I really get the Dunks, is for color variety. Because Jordans, I buy, but I lean off of it a little bit because, you know, Jordans are just so expensive nowadays that you can't buy as much as
Right,
you
yeah.
So I buy Dunks just for color variety, keep it going.
Your top three?
Oh, okay.
You can get specific or you can just do like general.
I would say my number one are the black cement threes. I think I will keep saying that until I die.
Now, is the three your favorite silhouette or just that specific
No.
three? It's just that
It's
specific
not,
three.
yeah.
Okay.
Because there's certain colorways that I just can't do. I just can't do it. That shoe, probably I think they're the 2012 flu games. The Jordan 12s. So it's like it's a nubuck suede, and then on the back it has the year, and then the sick face on it. It's like a sick face because it's flu game.
Yeah.
Beautiful shoe. And then probably the ones that's actually coming out in November, the black toe Jordan 1s.
Oh, I've seen those.
I think
I
those,
saw a sneak
yeah.
peek of it.
It's literally a bread, but it's a black toe. So
Okay.
it's a bread and then black toe. And then the toe is black.
Okay.
Can't wait for those.
For mine, Jordan 1s. I'm gonna just mids, highs, whatever. Now my dream shoe is the UNC Jordan 1 off-whites.
Those are,
Absolute masterpiece, work of art. My number two are Jordan 4s. I love Jordan 4s. My number three are Vans.
Ooh,
High
love that.
high top, skate high.
Why is that?
Skate high Vans. I just love, I love, hike. I don't have low cut shoes outside like running shoes and basketball shoes. But I grew up on Vans as a kid.
Okay.
It's like before I got it.
Affordable, I'm assuming?
Well, that's just what I had because I used to skateboard, so I really liked Vans. To me, they were comfortable. I have flat feet, so comfort wasn't a thing. And like you said, like when it's time to go Christmas shopping or shopping, fam, if you get a Jordan, you're just getting that one Jordan. With Vans, you can get 2 or 3 Vans for the price. Especially as a kid, you get 2 or 3 Vans for the price of one Jordan. And I just love the high top silhouette of a Van. So I had like 5 pair of the skate high, or not skate high, the high old school highs Vans. So I actually love Vans.
Wow.
I almost never wear them, and then most of the Vans I do wear, I like lift in. But I want to eventually start like getting like a Van collection, different colors of the old high tops.
Bro, yeah. I want to do that but for Converse, because I love Converse.
Really?
Converse are comfortable to me. Like,
Yeah.
Growing up, that's what I would wear as a kid. It's just nothing.
Yeah, I fucking love Vans.
Yeah.
Like a while back when I came back into like the shoe business, for Shoe Palace back in early 2020, they had a lot of colors in Vans. In Converse, they had a lot, and they put them on stuff for the $20 because like they weren't in style anymore.
Yeah.
And so they put them on stuff for just $20, $10, and they were selling.
Crazy.
And then now all we have are just like the black and white and black. That's it. But that's crazy to me how like you like the Vans.
I love Vans.
Because I figured since like you hoop, once a week at least, I figured it would be like a basketball shoe.
Well, I was telling Faith, I'm not big into basketball shoes. Like in terms of having them, whenever I get a basketball shoe, whatever shoe I have for basketball, that's my only pair for basketball. I will not get another one until those.
So in high school, what would you play with?
Well, I was on the team,
Okay.
so I would just wear whatever we got as a team.
Okay.
So I didn't like go out
It
and
was
buy.
what, like Hyper Dunks?
1 year we had Hyper Dunks. We had in middle school we had the Derrick Rose, some Derrick Roses. I forget.
Adidas, right? Adidas,
Yeah, our high school
yeah.
we had Adidas contract with our high school.
What?
Yeah, so we had Adidas. I think eventually we got Nike, if I remember. I don't remember 100%. I think they're Nike now. But yeah, our shoes were Adidas.
What?
But yeah, like I only will get basketball shoes when I need them, and I don't pay full price. I'll just go get the cheapest basketball shoe I can find that's like a good shoe.
What basketball shoe do you want to try? That you're like, you know what, I've heard that that's good things, or even playing. What shoe do you like? You know what? I want to try that shoe.
Probably KDs.
KD?
I mean, probably the KDs, the Currys, the LeBrons. Like I've never hooped in those. I went Adidas, so I used that. So when I got done with football, we got some Paul Georges as our travel shoe. So I hooped in those, and then after a few years, you start getting holes in them. Then I went to Adidas just to see what's up. I got the Donovan Mitchells, the Spider-Mans. So the black and blue ones, red and blue ones. And then, but I didn't like those. They were very thick, and they were kind of bulky. So once they ended up tearing apart. So then now I got the Stadium 90s, which I love. I absolutely love the Stadium 90s. I got them for what, $70 or whatever.
I think when we first got them in, you were like, "What the heck is this?" But like you started, I think like you tried one on.
I was feeling the soles. I was like, because remember I tested the 550s, because the 550s were supposed to be basketball shoes. They are terrible for basketball because the soles are so stiff.
You tried those in the shoe. The Freaks.
Oh, that's right. I did use them. I like those, but I ended up tearing the bottom off. I stepped back and it slid and the whole bottom just peeled off. Straight power, bro. But no, I did enjoy the Giannis. I really like those. But the Stadium 90s what I have now, so I'm just gonna rock with those until they start tearing apart, and then I just go get. I'll go to like Dick's or Academy and just see if I can find like some KDs.
So you're not the type to where like you could like say, hey, like for the 1 week I could wear these, and next week I'll wear these.
I just wear the same shoe until they wear out. Because for basketball it's straight utility. I only need one pair.
You know, like who's actually like that. I actually saw in like his interview. Is Bronny. He said like he only plays in like a few shoes. You know, every time like he plays, because I guess it's. He was saying that it's that his teammates they switch shoes.
Oh yeah, there's some people wear them once and then
they switch shoes, or they do like where it's like if I had a bad first half.
They'll take them out. Yeah. Nah, straight utility.
Okay.
Straight utility.
The shoe that I kind of wish that we get in, or like the Anthony Edwards, those are actually kind of fashionable. Those are pretty lit. And like the new LeBrons, they look clean. But it's just because like he's actually asking like his sons about it. Like, hey, like how would you make this shoe? And they're lit. They're lit.
Yeah.
He was wearing like the other ones. I think this morning, the like the USA ones.
Yeah.
All navy blue with the white check.
Yeah.
Those look fire.
And then real quick before we move on to the next point, what's your favorite shoe you have?
My favorite shoe I have? Hey, that's a good question. My favorite shoe that I have, that I don't really wear a lot, it's my Jordan 4, it's my Thunders. I don't even wear those, like my red and black ones. Yeah, I keep them in
I
the
passed
box.
on those, I wanted them.
Yeah, they're
So,
hard.
What, before like you started Shoe Palace, how many shoes did you have, and then now?
Before I started, like, hype shoe-wise, I'm telling you now, I only had like 3. I had a Dunk, a Jordan 1, and a Jordan 4.
And which Dunk was that?
The Dunk, the Syracuse, the orange ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so how'd you get those?
When they first dropped, I ordered them online from Go. I did. I ordered them online. Now the Thunders I got for retail because those dropped for retail, and then my other Jordan 1s, retail. I think I got those on sale actually because I just thought they were fire.
And so where are you at now?
Ooh, I got like 20 pairs of shoes. Like.
How about you? I think that you started off with what? Like you had a little over 30 when you.
I don't know if I had quite 30. Maybe like 20.
Because you had.
I was up there.
Because like it was kind of like that high.
I was up there. I had like 20 or 30.
And now you're over what? 60?
Yeah, I think I'm over 60. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because it's touched like with the roof, right?
Shit, it's close. I don't have much more space.
And what shoe's next? And do you have a shoe next?
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know. I don't really keep up with them. Like I usually just wait till I see them, and I want to get if I have the money.
Okay. Because I know like the year's almost over, so I don't know if you're done for the year.
It'll depend.
Okay.
Because I probably won't get I don't know. It really depends. Because since I came back, I've gotten like 2 or 3 since I've been back.
Cause like I know like we're still getting the white and what's it, like the white Thunder 4s,
Yeah, those
all
are
black with the white.
I think I don't know if I'm getting 4s the rest of the year.
Okay.
those are great,
'Cause
but they're just basic to me.
Yeah, because if I do get some, it'll probably be some shit on sale that we still have in my size, low key. My favorite shoe I have now, I'm not gonna lie, is probably those Visionaries.
Oh yeah.
Those like really bright yellow retros.
Yeah.
Those are I just like because they're super
Are
loud.
they like in the middle of your? Are they in the middle or in the beginning of your rotation or?
I don't
'Cause
know.
I haven't
don't
seen one
remember.
in dang near almost half a year.
Yeah, it's hard because I still wear them during the week. I wear them on campus. So like sometimes I'll go through some shoes, Monday through Thursday, y'all won't see them.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, so y'all only seeing the ones I wear on the weekends. But yeah, I think in the middle. But yeah, they're just I love bright because I wear all black. So when I wear bright shoes, the first thing you notice are my shoes.
And that's actually how it should be, right?
Yeah.
That's how I want them. Yeah,
Like
literally.
shoes talk.
I'll see customers walk. Oh, here's a shoe. I'll look at their eyes go straight to my shoes
Yeah.
because they're like just stupid bright. What's yours that you have now? It's probably because is it the same one that you said the
Black Cement.
the flu game? Oh no, yeah, the Black Cement
yeah.
3s. Because you said that's your one.
Yeah.
Because you have those, right?
That's probably my favorite, but they're actually coming out again.
Like same exact style, or is it?
Same thing.
Same price?
No.
Mm.
Wow. No. So that's also another thing too as well is that do you think that the I'm gonna get a little political now. The inflation, do you think that's affecting like the hype of like the Jordan 4, Jordan 1s? Because now, if you think about it, like the New Balances, what else is there? Like the Asics, the Sambas even, like they're all at lower the price point than
Significantly lower.
Yeah.
Right.
Almost
So
half.
do you think that is causing like the shoe game to not be how it was?
You want to go first?
A little bit, only because now that the prices are just so high, they're actually making shoes that are basic enough to wear, but still look nice enough for your fits. You know what I'm saying? So like the Sambas, I'm not a fan of the Sambas, truthfully. But for the New Balance, I did hop on the New Balance waves because the 9060s, they're a nice casual shoe, but the way they model it, it's beautiful. Like the colorways they come out with, like that icy blue one we got, I
You
really
have
love
one?
that one. Yeah, I got the all gray ones.
Oh, you
Yeah,
did?
yeah.
Okay, that's
I
right.
catch you on those, didn't
Yeah.
I? I think it plays a factor. I think if we really dissect it, it plays a factor to the casuals, right? Because I think the shoe hype is garnered by like the celebs, like what we saw with the dunks. We saw the wave of the dunks because of the TikTokers. Kevin Hart did his special in dunks. We've seen celebrities wear the dunks. Which celebrities, the inflation is not a problem, right? Celebrities buying shoes is not a problem, but they're the ones that create this hype in the shoe culture. You got resellers with their YouTube channels, people that do like shoe YouTube specifics. They're the one they're getting the shoes. You got I got this seen clips of this guy that he goes to the sneaker conventions and he's buying and so he's got a big following on YouTube. So there's the one creating the hype. And so in terms of the hype being created or the hype fluctuating, I think it's on them because they're the ones going out, and then some of them are authentic, which I love those guys where they'll be, oh yeah, this is a popular shoe, I don't like them, so they're being honest about it. So that could affect oh yeah, this shoe that's coming out so far, but it's whack. I don't like this color style, this scheme. They got this material, it just doesn't look right. So I think that can kind of impact that shoe going down.
That's me. I'll be honest. Like on the wet cements, aka the Olympic 4s, the ones that came out this past Saturday.
They're all gray.
I don't like them. It's because
we have people come and say they didn't like them.
Because the ones that have not seen them, they're called the cause 4s. That shoe's which I don't know if it actually went down. I didn't check. It's $1,000 shoe, even more than that now. It's a rare shoe.
Oh yeah.
And they're literally making Grails GRs now, which is a general release. You know what I mean? Like they're making them like here you go, right?
Yeah.
Like for example, I was talking with this older gentleman in his mid-30s, and the Jordan 13, the one that we had, that I think there's probably still, I don't think they're in there no more. It's probably sold out. It was like a maroon and beige, a 13.
Oh yeah.
I think like they're still there. Well, that shoe that they mimicked are called like the Bent 23s, and that shoe was a rare was like a rare shoe.
Mm-hmm.
And like the fact that it's like, you know, how they're making like the grails be that, like I would not be surprised if they mimic like a the UNC off whites soon.
Well, we started this. They started doing that with the crafts.
Mm-hmm. So
Because the crafts are similar to like that stitching and like different components being stitched together.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I think like influencers kind of influence the hype, but I do think that for the casual, that like, you know, the kids that come in, oh, you do have this, and then when the parents see the price, they're like, how much is after tax? $250 for their, you know, that I think that is definitely a swing point, but I think it's a up and down, and I think it's like an influencer based thing with the hype. Because the TikTok doesn't get on it, you know.
Yeah.
Like the Sambas, remember?
Yeah, the
like,
hairstyles had them.
Oh my gosh, when Sambas blew up, like we couldn't keep them in stock. Now they're constantly sending us some, and we still can't keep them in stock.
I know, I love it.
It's just a hype. I mean, yeah, shit. I don't like it, but shit, they sell. They sell for sure.
Yeah.
Just like, man, I do see it going back to how it was before. It's just that I'm waiting for like Nike to slow down. They need to have like a point to where like they got to slow down on making shoes how they are like right now. Like I think they should go back to the number years. You know, hey, on this year's gonna be number 8s. This year's gonna be like number 9s. It's just like I want that to be back.
To play devil's advocate, if you're a business and you're releasing these shoes like that and you're making all this money, why would you?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
And that's why, because at the time, it was actually a basketball era. So all the basketball shoes like that were coming out. Like when Steph Curry first started, right? It was his shoe came out with like Under Armour. That Under Armour was exploding up because of him, right?
Yeah.
And the Kobe's and LeBrons, you know, were on shelves on sale, but they were still selling at a good rate. And they were trying to wait for, like, for example, like of the year of like the 3s, when like that, I think that happened in 2018, 2017. Every month was like lines, because they were like, okay, you know what, and next year like the Jordan 3 is gonna come out on this month and this day, and there's boom like that, right? Now it's just like every month is something.
Yeah.
And to me, I feel like they need to stop doing that.
Well, let me ask you something though. Back to like the inflation question. Like, do you think people are gonna get more into reps for the shoe game instead of buying actual like OG retros?
You know, someone that we know very, very close. I can't say like the name on camera.
Yeah.
That individual actually bought some reps.
Okay. And like, have you seen them? Like, do they?
100%. And they were like, I don't care. I just really need them.
Right.
And honestly, I respect it.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't pay that much money for that shoe. Now would I do it? I'll be honest, probably not. Right?
Can you break down what reps mean, just so?
Well, replicas. You know, it's basically kind of like, you know,
they're fakes.
Like fakes. You know,
but they look exactly like the shoe.
Yeah, exactly the same. Well,
to the casual.
It's like
to the casual.
You notice.
Yeah,
and to the casual.
And a glimpse.
Yeah.
Boom. You know, it's like the specific gloves.
Yeah.
Right.
If you glance at it, they look like a Jordan 4.
But but in their defense, they're not reps.
They're
They're real Jordans.
Yeah.
Because we've had people ask us, like, people come to the store and like they see like it look kind of like something, but it's like it's not a 4. They're like, are these fake? It's like, no, they're just not retros. But yeah. But like replicas, they'll make replica. They'll try to make the replica exact as they can to the actual shoe, but they're made out of flimsy material. They're fake.
Yeah.
It's like fake Rolexes. People, you know, there's a market, which is crazy. There's an actual market for fake Rolexes because they look exactly like the real ones. And then if you're into the watch culture, you can tell that there's
like you are, right? I know you have a whole
kind of. Like,
That's
yeah.
a different video.
I've gotten out of the game. It's been a very long time, but and then I'm not on any type of Rolex level where I can tell the difference, but
and not yet.
But
actually, would you buy one?
a replica Rolex?
No, just like a Rolex in general, or a rep one, or
No, I don't think I'd ever buy a replica of anything.
Okay.
I just would rather just have the real deal. If I can't afford it, I just won't get it.
Yeah.
I actually don't know.
I guess when in your career in the future, and when do you think that like you'll say, you know what, I made it to a point in my life where I could afford that?
I don't know. You know what it is?
Would you buy one?
What it is I'm not besides certain things like obviously Jordans, jerseys, I'm not a brand name guy. Like, I'm wearing,
H&M, right?
like, I got 30 of these in my closet. 30 plain black H&M $9.99 t-shirts hanging in my closet. And in the other part of my wardrobe are just anime t-shirts from Hot Topic. So when it comes to watches, I love to look at them. I appreciate the art of them. But I have brands that I love that I would pick over Rolex, even though they're not worth or valued the same. Like, my favorite watch brand is Invicta.
Yeah,
It's my favorite watch brand. If you came to me and was like, here, you can have a Rolex or like 3 Invictus, I'm taking the 3 Invictus all day. I mean, assuming I like how they look.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Invictus. I like Invicta, Diesel, the Fat, because they're both Fat, the Diesel.
Yeah.
I love those watch brands. So like for me, I think if I got to the point where I could get a Rolex, I'd probably just take that and just buy a slew of, like a collection of Invictus. Me personally. Now maybe I might get like a little, like, they have like the little simple looking Rolex, like gold one. I don't know like the different names of them. I might get to that point maybe, but I'm not a Rolex, AP, Patek. I'm not like a big name brand guy when it comes to watches specifically. Yeah, I don't know. I say that, but
until you.
I mean, I've seen, like, I used to have a jeweler out here, and he had a section of Rolexes, and he used to always, whenever you're ready, bro, we get you Rolexes. I look at them, they're nice, but, man, I see that Invicta, it's just something about them, I'm like, I want these, bro. Like, my most expensive watch is, I didn't pay for this, this was a gift, but I looked up to see how much it was. It was it's $1,100 Invicta, and it's a Venom. It's a Marvel edition Invicta watch.
That's dope.
So like I want to get like all the Marvel, all the DC ones because they're lit, bro. And the face is stupid.
I gotta look it up. That sounds fire, especially now that like at Marvel and DC are
Yeah. I'm trying to look it up, but I'll do that. It's my favorite watch. I absolutely love it.
Jesus.
But
so I have another question. I think I asked Brian this, and then and Darian. Do you think this Olympic team is as good as the Redeem team or the Dream team? It's too early.
They're I don't think from just on paper, talent wise, they're not as good as the Redeem team. In terms of the Dream team, I think that's tough because it's a different era. Different style of basketball. And, I saw this, it doesn't really mean anything, but I saw this post where the Dream Team only went against like 9 players that were in the NBA in other countries. So yeah, they dominated, but, they're not playing the same level of talent. This current team, they got to go through 61 players that are in the NBA on other teams. Like that, the Canadian team, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Dylan Brooks, Jamal Murray, RJ Barrett. I mean, you look at I know Spain is always just a dominant team. Even Serbia was decent. I mean, they faded Serbia, but Serbia's got a roster. You look at
France too.
France
has a squad.
You got Rudy Gobert.
Germany or Canada? No, I think I say Canada.
Did Germany lose? They lost to Canada, didn't they? Yeah, Germany lost to Canada, but you had the Greek Freak. That's really the only person I could really name on there. But I mean, just the talent, I mean, it's just a different level. But I don't think that they're not better than the Redeem team. That Redeem team, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James,
D-Wade,
Carmelo Anthony, D-Wade, prime Dwight Howard. I mean,
So
not better than that team.
okay.
I don't think they're better than the Dream Team.
But the USA team also has like all the overhyped players that everybody always looks for. So it's like.
I think that's to their detriment with this current team because Embiid is having a rough start, right? 80s, 80 and Embiid.
KD
I mean,
was
100%.
what, a 5 for 5?
100% from 21 points, 100%.
Oh yeah,
Could have missed. Could have missed. But like guys like that, Steph Curry, his first
Yeah.
Olympics. I mean,
the best shooter of all time, right? Maybe.
but then I mean, it's just tough. It's tough.
Because I'm trying to watch every single game, and I'm like, it's just like it's history, right? It's just seeing that, and obviously LeBron is coming to a close, in the next 3 to 5 years. That is beautiful.
Oh, that is
dude.
nice.
So then real quick, they can see it probably on the phone.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but
And they're all black.
That you said that's $1,100?
yeah,
That's
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
that's nice.
it's kind of blurry, but
I get that though for a Marvel collab too.
oh,
Yeah.
And then they just got some pretty timepieces. Like this one's 12, this one's 1,300. If I can pull it up, but keep talking while it's.
No, I was just kind of blabbing around about that too as well. Well, speaking of Marvel, which movie are you gonna spin?
Oh shit!
Oh, that's tough.
Ooh, that's
Like,
yeah.
Which movie are you looking forward to? Because I know like you.
Obviously, the Deadpool Wolverine. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
That I want to.
I've heard very very good things.
I'm interested about the Secret Wars, and I'm interested about the because the Secret Wars the same one as Doomsday. Secret Wars
It's
Doomsday.
a year after. So
it's a separate movie, right?
2026 and then 2026.
So I'm curious about that one because they announced that Robert Downey Jr. is going to be playing Doctor Doom. I'm curious to see how they spin it because they can go different ways.
Yeah.
They can have an alternate universe where Tony Stark becomes Doctor Doom instead of Iron Man. They can have it to where the Robert Downey Jr. is just playing the character of Doctor, because Doctor Doom in the comics is not Tony Stark.
Yeah.
He's I forget his real name, but he's a separate
It's
person.
like Victor something.
Right.
Yeah.
I think Victor Doom.
Yeah.
But they could just have Robert Downey Jr. playing Victor Doom, and it just looks like a Tony Stark in a different universe. But with Doctor Strange and
he take off his mask? No, right?
No.
Doctor Doom,
Yeah.
Well, in the
if it's an origin story, he's not gonna have
Yeah.
the mask.
Because
Like the first Fantastic
the
Four,
first one, I was gonna say
Yeah.
that.
he
Sounds like-
becomes
Yeah,
Doctor
yeah.
Doom, where
Yeah.
he keeps the mask on.
What's
But
my favorite one? Probably, to be honest with you.
oh yeah,
Like
the
the second
remakes
time
were
or
was
just
great.
the
Dog.
remakes were.
Yeah.
I mean, the Silver Surfer was pretty solid, but
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
but yeah, the first one's for sure.
Because what's next after? Because obviously it was like Deadpool and Wolverine, and
Yeah.
after that it's done, right? For the rest of the year.
Because we're on like
Rest of the year, I think so.
Yeah.
Because next year I think it's what? Is it Captain America?
Oh, it's that new one.
Right?
They are dropping the new Captain America. Yeah.
And I know you're a huge fan of them of Captain America too.
And for like TV series, they're dropping like.
Oh, you have it there?
Something.
No, this is some bullshit. I can't find it.
Because like you weren't really like too impressed with the last Marvel one, right?
The last movie.
Like
Yeah.
the phases.
What was the last movie?
It was
Was it Lord of Thunder? Or was it? No, it was Madam Web.
I didn't see that one.
I didn't either. I heard it was terrible.
I still haven't seen Love and Thunder. So I've seen.
The Thunderbolts? What was this?
Oh, the Thunderbolts. I know they're dropping the Thunderbolts. That's with. Isn't that with what's his face? Oh, I keep forgetting his name.
Oh,
They're dropping Blade.
I was gonna say yeah.
Yeah.
Blade.
I know that might be actually good.
Daredevil.
That's who I'm thinking about. Daredevil. I think
Is
he's
it
in
Wesley
the
Snipes
Thunderbolts.
Blade, or is it a different Blade?
like
It might be it.
Wesley Snipes playing him?
Yeah.
No.
Might
It's
be
the
different,
Ali.
Okay.
Mahershala.
Okay, I like
forget
that.
his. I don't know
I
how to
like
say his first
that.
name, but yeah,
Okay.
he I like him
I
as
like
an
that.
actor.
Yeah.
There's Ironheart, Avengers.
Mm.
I don't know if they're still doing that one. Secret Wars.
I think I asked you last year, I think. Who's winning right now? At Marvel or DC?
Still 100% Marvel, only because DC's kind of slacking a little bit.
I saw Flash finally.
Just a little.
I finally
It's
saw Flash.
good.
They're
It's good.
they're both slacking. I'd probably still put Marvel
Yeah.
over DC.
Okay.
But I mean,
And what do they both need for them to be like, you know what, man?
Okay.
I'm excited.
DC needs some continuity.
Okay.
They need to stop switching up shit. They need to stop rebooting. Okay, because I don't know what Joker we're getting, and then what they have. They have too much shit going on. Because you got the DCEU, and then they have projects that are outside of that, like the Batman, which is absolutely phenomenal. That is not a part of the actual
That's
DCEU.
the one with the Riddler, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
With Robert Pattinson playing
Great.
Batman.
Yeah, that was great. It was so dark.
Yeah, but so Joaquin Phoenix Joker, Robert Pattinson.
Are they?
They're not part of the DCEU. They're like one-off. They're not one-offs, but they're separate from the actual DCEU.
Are they combining soon? You think?
Into the DCEU?
Yeah.
No, they're separate. They're completely separate projects.
What?
They're not putting it together.
That's why it makes it confusing.
Right, and then that because like the new Batman from the Flash is the dude that played Batman before, the older dude. I forget his name, but he plays Vulture in Spider-Man.
That's right. I forgot his name.
But that's the new Batman. Or no, George Clooney.
Oh, Michael.
George Clooney's
right?
George Clooney's the new Batman.
Okay.
At the end of the Flash, he has a cameo at the end where he's Bruce Wayne, so he's supposed to be the new Batman. So it's like, now I get the Robert Pattinson being separate because it's an origin story. This is supposed to be a young 1990s Batman. So he's supposed to be young, and then he becomes the present Batman is the George Clooney Batman.
So which one is it? So like on Joker, which one's that one? I think that's actually next as Joker 2.
Yeah,
Joker 2 and the Batman 2.
The Joker one, the Joker
Harley
the
Quinn.
original, that was phenomenal to me.
Yeah.
It was dark, but it was actually really good. But the Joker 2, I feel like it's a little off because Lady Gaga's playing Harley Quinn, but Harley Quinn is Margot Robbie or whoever.
Exactly.
So
There's
it's
no
like,
continuity.
it's confusing.
They need to get some continuity, and they need to literally follow the same business model as Marvel and have everything connect, everything continuous, everything consistent, and build up to a big Justice League, whatever it is. Because what the problem they did with the past Justice League, one, it was done terribly, but they rushed it. You had what, three?
Yeah.
Was it 3 movies? It was Batman vs Superman. It was Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, and I think you had and then that was Justice League. Because Wonder Woman and Aquaman didn't come till after. So it's like, Marvel, it took them 10 years to get to Avengers, like the big Avengers Endgame. Now, even before the first Avengers, they still had like 4 movies before the first Avengers.
Yeah.
And it was just done way better because you had a Iron Man movie, you had a Thor movie, like you had individual movies. The only individual movie you had was the Superman movie. Now, Batman's already well established, which I get it, but it's like it was way too rushed.
Yeah, when like you were talking about the whole, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought they were just gonna come together and
Now what
have
Marvel,
that boom, boom, boom.
what Marvel needs to do is they need to stop being so woke.
Explain.
So look, here I'm gonna
Explain.
Now I know this is just how it is in society. Is when you try to force wokeness, the movie's not gonna do as well because you're forcing it in their face. Like, for example, a prime example where DC did it right, Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman was a movie for women, a movie played by a power to women movie because you have this savage, dominant boss of a character that's Wonder Woman. She's a goddess. She's a monster in that movie. She plays the role well. The movie was well done. But in the movie, they never referenced her like it being a movie to like empower women. They didn't like force the woman. They just had let the character be the character, and it did well. Segment did terrible. We're not gonna go there.
Yeah.
And Madam Web, they're trying too hard.
I didn't want to see it for a reason. It didn't look like it was gonna be that good. Like you said, they are being a little too woke because a lot of things they're basing off of like the internet. They're plugging it into movies. So like the whole, you know how people are with the whole transgenders thing and the cis thing. Like they add that into the movies to get people to understand it, but it's like it really doesn't need that.
And what bothers me is when they like, for example, I don't really have a problem with this, but I do. But let me kind of set the stage. Let's say they came out and tried to make Superman gay. Why? Superman's not gay.
Yeah.
Like why do that? I understand like you want representation, but you can have characters that are gay in the comics in the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Or just make a character that's gay. Just like how they did with Ariel and Mermaid.
Oh yeah.
People were upset.
Black,
Yeah.
She was black. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep the same energy.
Yeah.
They didn't have to make her black.
Yeah.
Now, you know, shout out to the actor and all that good stuff, whatever.
It was
But
good.
right,
I
but
watched it.
Ariel's not black.
Black, yeah.
So like, if you want black character, just highlight black. Like Black Panther, that's great. Instead of making Captain America black, which, you know, what they're doing now, I don't count that because it's a different character just taking the mantle. That's different. That's how you're gonna do it. Don't make Steve Rogers black. Just they killed him off and they passed on the torch to a character that's black. That makes sense. But don't change that character to something else to appeal or to what's the word? I guess to appeal to a demographic when that's not how the character is.
Yeah.
But just highlight your black character. There's plenty of black, like, I don't remember if Static Shock's DC or Marvel, but and then you got like Black Lightning, but there are plenty of black characters that you can make movies for to give the representation without just completely changing, you know, and there's ways to do it. If you want to go to an alternate universe where there is a Clark Kent that happens to be darker skin, he's an alien.
Yeah.
Let's chill with the black versus white. He's not even human, all right? Right? You know, so it's whatever. But like, if there's an alternate universe where he is black and you have them come in together, whatever, that's different.
Right.
You know, there's ways to do it, but Marvel is becoming too woke and they're trying way too hard. They're putting it in your face that, oh my God, like, I'm a gay or I'm a black character, yada, yada, yada. I'm, you know, strong too. It's like, bro, just let the character, if the character's gay, just let them be a boss.
Yeah.
We know they're gay.
Yeah.
If they're, you know, we know that they're black. We know that they're Hispanic. Like Namor in the second Black Panther, he's a Hispanic character. His character, we know he's Hispanic, but they didn't have to come in and be like, oh, like I'm Hispanic, this, and this. Like, no, we get it. They just let the character do his thing. And he was like, that character killed it. Namor was played phenomenally. They casted him well because they just let the character be the character.
Yeah.
Marvel's, they're getting too old. They need to just let the characters be the characters and just write a good storyline.
Yeah.
Right.
So do you think that like Stan Lee's passing is made them? I mean,
I don't know because he passed a while ago and they've dropped some absolute dime pieces of movies since then.
Yeah.
I just think they have too many because I don't think Kevin Ferg, whatever his last name is, I think he's too hands off with a lot of projects because they've gotten so big. There's not like a guy that's hands on with all of it. They kind of like, okay, y'all got this, they need to have some. They need to get. They need to also get a little bit of continuity as well, but they need to have more hands-on from the guy that's making magic happen with all of it. It seems like there's too hands-off. There's too many different people personalities going on, which is, you can have that, but still have the guy that's like made all these movies work still involved with the processing of the movie.
I like that.
Because like Guardians of the Galaxy 3, absolute masterpiece.
That was one with
Where the Rocket, they go into his backstory of
That was really,
dude.
I loved how they did
Yes.
that though.
Yeah.
absolute
Okay.
masterpiece.
Yeah. Okay.
You know that like, keep that.
Yeah.
Keep that story writing. Like what's going on?
I literally forgot about that.
It's
Because
fantastic.
it was like the same time. I don't think it was after Love and Thunder. Was that next?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Something like that.
But the franchise that I want really to grow is like the X-Men series. Like they always fall off on top of that, and I get like after the Logan movie, Charles
Man,
Xavier, all of that. It was great. It was a great movie.
Yeah.
But then they dropped Mutants.
Terrible.
It was okay.
Terrible.
Like it wasn't really meant to needed, but it was okay. But I feel like that franchise, they need to grow on that a little bit.
I think they will. Kev came out and said that like Deadpool Wolverine is where they're gonna start focusing on the mutants and X-Men and then merge it.
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
Because I've heard nothing but great things about it, and I want to see it, but it's been sold out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably won't go for like another week or two.
Yeah. Because last night at the hotel where my mom was at, we were watching. It was First Class, and then it was Origins. I think it was Origins, the one with Ryan. He was the guy.
Ryan Reynolds was Deadpool.
Well, initially before he became.
Well, no, that's the Deadpool. That's Deadpool.
Yeah.
This is a terrible iteration.
Yeah. was great.
Mm.
Like that was X-Men. I like to me, I like the Man like his prime.
Yeah.
And then they made it into how it is now.
Mm-hmm.
So as I'm saying, I hope that they bring it because how do you feel about Deadpool 2? I loved 1. 2 was okay.
I like 2 too.
2?
I like 2. It was a
Wait,
couple of
2 was the
things.
one with Juggernaut, right? With
Yeah.
Juggernaut?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, that Juggernaut. that
He
shit
was,
great.
yeah, he was crazy.
He's like
Ripped him in half.
Yeah.
Well, back to the shoes, which is what
Oh.
everybody's here for.
Sorry.
Where were we at? I completely forget.
It was the reps question, like
Oh,
getting to
yeah,
reps,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, no reps for me.
Yeah. And like you just see a lot of, especially how you were talking about celebrities, the Travises. I see a lot of people wearing Travises, but I know the reps. Just like the moment I glance at them, you just know. Those are like probably easy high demand reps you can probably get.
Yeah.
Is some Travises.
I still want a pair. I'm not paying that money.
Yeah, it's expensive.
I would like a pair. Yes, I would. Yeah.
Like his 4s were nice.
Yeah.
The 4s that he dropped.
Yeah.
Those were nice.
Do you think how do you think the resale game is impacting just the culture?
You know what's crazy, bro? Is that I was actually having a conversation with Brian Saturday. I saw some few people from reselling back, and they wanted a few pairs.
Oh, back to
And
the
I
store?
was asking him, you haven't been here in almost 6 months. Straight up like that.
Yeah.
What's up with these?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, it's one of them. I guess he was kind of new. He was like, oh, I've been doing great, blah blah. I'm still doing my thing, and then this and that. But you know, I guess that was a shoe that is bringing it back. I'm like, yo, chill. It wasn't that great.
I just had a green light moment. You know, we're talking about Nike overdoing it. I think they're overdoing it to shaft the resale market. There's no resale market if the market's flooded. Why go to reseller when the shoe is sitting on the shelves? Because Nike.
I haven't seen them in a while.
Because for people that don't know, resellers will come in and try to buy all the shoes, so they're sold off the market. So you have to go and pay resale for them, which is going to be anywhere from 1.5 to like 5x, depending on the shoe, on the price. And Nike, when people get upset at Nike and Adidas, these big companies, they're trying to prevent resellers from doing that. So they implement rules where you got to raffle now. They try to crack down on the bots online, and they want people to have a fair chance of getting these shoes. And so, just me speculating, if you flood the market with, like the Dunks, we saw the Pandas, there was a high resale value for it because you can never get them in stock.
$200.
Now,
$220.
right now, I mean, why go to a reseller and pay, even if it's $40 more?
We have about like that big of a wall. Like
That's
that big
what
of a
I'm
wall
saying.
is the Pandas.
Why go to a reseller and pay even $40 more when you can go to Shoe Palace or Foot Locker on a weekend? You can get you a pair of Dunks for retail price. So you flood the market and it hinders the resale market, because there's shoes that I bought from Shoe Palace that I go and I log it on my StockX for my portfolio. I'll look, they're under retail on StockX because there's just no resale value. That's just, like when you said that, it's like a light bulb. That might be why they're kind of trying to flood, because it shafts the resale market.
That is true.
Yeah, shafts the resale market.
That's crazy.
You think that's why everybody is like getting into like the New Balances and like Asics and all that?
It's a question for the New Balance queen.
Truthfully, yeah.
Like, do you like the shoe? Why do you like that shoe?
Well, I just got them for work, truthfully,
Okay.
because they're comfortable. Now, it's casual, yeah, but I just wear them for work. Now, my 90s, 60s, I love bulky shoes. Like, that's my thing. That's why I love 4s. I just like bulky shoes. But that style, the way it looks, it's very up there to the point where, this is a decent shoe. Like, it could go well with fits, certain styles. But I feel like that's why Aces, like all these running shoes that people didn't even care about back then, they want now only because it's a trend. Like,
Yes. Those are trendy.
it's just a trend.
I think celebrities are getting on like New Balance and stuff now.
Yeah.
So I see a lot of like celebrities and influencers wearing Sambas and 550s and just New Balance and stuff like that.
Like the 530s, people call dad shoes, but they want them because it matches that style.
There's a lot of dads out there.
This dad actually made a joke with his son. His son's like, in high school, and he's like, man, I had these. I had so many pairs of these at home, and they're like 10 to 15 years old, and now like they're in style, and he wants to make fun of me as a dad, and now
Mm-hmm.
Like, and like the big old pants are in, like, you know, like the ones that we wore back when we were what?
Yeah, like the baggy pants.
11 years old. Back in
When I was 11.
back that Soldier Boy.
When I was 11, it was
the 5'6", the big tees.
16, 13, I think.
And the jorts and all that. And look.
Yeah, well, I don't know if jorts are back,
But like leather, like if you think about like leather pants and like leather jorts, like
I don't see people wearing leather.
really?
Not
It's
like
mostly like the big old, like the, I'm not gonna say like MC
Cargo
Hammer
pants.
style. Yeah, but like it's like
The
they're,
cargo pants are back.
Something like these, or like, but I have seen a lot of kids wear like jorts.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie,
They're,
jorts,
like,
and then
above
they
the
be
knee
wearing
shorts.
crop tops with the jorts.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Make them look
it's
all
like,
swole.
I've seen
bro.
dudes, bro, wearing crop tops.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's insane.
I'll be outside. I do not be outside like that.
Bro.
I'm not in tune, I guess. I'm getting old. Any more talking points about the culture? What's the answer to the question? Is the shoe culture dead, or is it shifting? What do we think?
I just want to say it's shifting to the point where it's not becoming dead, but it's shifting to the point where it's not like getting affordable, if that makes sense.
You know, speaking on that question, what I've noticed, if you look at all the shoe retails on the stock market, Nike's down, Adidas is down. Like a lot of these companies are down because, I don't know if it's shifting, but I don't know if it's dead. It might be dying. I don't know because, they're.
Does a stock market have to do a lot with it?
What?
Does the stock market have to do a lot with their business?
I mean, because Nike's down because there's overall sales are just down. Their returns down. Their earnings per share are down. Everything's down. I want to say, I can let them go quick, but if you want to give your talking point.
I don't think that the shoe game will ever die. It will never die because it's fashion. Fashion never dies. It's a different type of fashion, but it will never die. So I would say, just how like you were saying, Faith, it's shifting. It's a different era, a different season, I guess you could say, how a generation.
Oh yeah.
But I still feel like, I'm still buying my ones on sale. I'm fine with that.
I say it's cooling down. It's cooling down. But Nike year to date is down 32%.
Cool.
32%.
In the past 5 years?
Past 5 years, it is down 16%. So I mean, what's Adidas?
Are you invested in that?
No.
Oh, man, you down.
No, I'm not investing in. I'm not investing in Adidas.
But Adidas should be up only because Samba's.
Past 5 years are down 20%.
Speaking of stock, and I'm almost done. I'm sorry, because I was thinking about this. Are you ready for like October, November? Because that's when it's gonna go up again. Because remember last year.
You talking about?
Is it
the culture?
October, November?
You talking about the culture?
You remember when you texted me like, bro, look at your Robinhood, and you were up by like $1,000.
Oh, I remember that. And you were like, hey, bro, invest in.
But I don't know if it was because of shoes. Well, I don't know. It's election year.
Well, no, I'm just saying it's because. So does the election year have to do with?
Election year, it affects it. It affects it for sure. So close to the election, gas probably gonna go down a little bit. Yeah, it affects it. But I think the consensus answer is it's cooling down. Cooling down. I think it's a combination of kind of the hype's cooling down. It could be a combination of inflation, combination of it shifting to different markets, because I think a lot of people are going for more comfort than they are style, and then trying to find shoes that are stylish and comfortable. So like your New Balances, some of the Adidas, I think it's cooling down for right now. But like you said, I don't think it'll ever die, but for sure it's definitely like a up and down thing based on just what's going on. Alrighty. Yeah. Is that all?
That was fun, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you guys for watching. This has been another episode of Uncle Strib, and we'll catch you guys next time.
I'm gonna chase my dreams.